name is Zoltan Mark Joseph Williams, and I welcome you on my journey of discovering who I am. So in 2009 was when I discovered the dance style cramping, and I fell in love with it instantly. I was part of a crew, MFC, and the crew consisted of 3 of my closest friends as well as my brother. My friends are Sergio, Dominic, and Jason. The latest of the boys would be Theo. I clearly know that the relationship between my grandfather and his children is broken because of the way he raised them. And I just had to go to my grandfather to find out what his side of the story was.
Ek is gebore in 1945. Ek is gebore in Stellenbosch. In 1955 het ons getrek na Kaapstad.
So I then decided to go to my mom and her 2 sisters to find out why they and the rest of the siblings are the way they are towards my grandfather.
I'm Philomena Rupain Bessie.
I'm Sarah Peterson, previously known before marriage as Sarah Rupain. I am Zoltan's youngest aunt.
I'm Williams, mother of Zoltan Williams, my eldest son.
Toen ik geboren was in Stellenbosch, 1945, heb ik mijn pa gezien. Hij was in de gevangenis, 5 jaar.
I don't really know where my mom grew up.
My mom originally came from Britarsville. And she grew up in the Eltes River area. She grew up in the Eltes River area. After that she moved to Kraaifontein where my dad apparently met his wife, that is my mother. And that's where the whole Rupain family started with the 2 of them.
Her maiden name was de Villiers. She got married to my dad after her first husband was murdered.
My mother died when I was 11.
My mommy died when I was about, I think I was 8 or 9 years old.
My mom died very young.
Yes, she died of cancer, breast cancer. Okay, she lost the battle against breast cancer, but yeah.
Mother had cancer since 1980. 1980 she discovered she had cancer. 1984 she died.
In 1984, toen de mama gestorven aan kanker.
She was a very strong woman.
My mom mostly contributed towards our schooling, towards meetings, towards schoolwork, towards that sort of thing.
Ik had 7 kinders gehad en ik het wel ek is hulle pa en ek moet by hulle staan.
Our grandmother was supposed to live with us, to raise us, but it turned out to be such a sad time because she fell ill as well in that time that she was supposed to come look after us, and she had a stroke.
My mom was the very concerned one because she fears people getting hurt with the information that she could give.
Certain dinge wat ons wat opgegroei het, wat die dinge is wat die mens graag wil praat hier, wat maar moes aan die kas. As fully fair nie, because why is soos allemaal die geraamtes wat in die kas uitkom. Nou, ek wil nie sy documentary moet wees van onze geraamtes wat lê in die kas hier.
Some of my other siblings are still struggling today to form a relationship with somebody. They never got to know the bond between families, because that bond, when my mother left us, that bond was gradually broken.
En ek moet my kinders toe wel na groot maak. Van hulle was nog op die high school. Hulle was almal het die skool geloop het. Maar daar was wat skool geloop het. En ek het toe Lina groot gemaakt as maanpa.
And to see that the kids are up in the morning, and to see that they are clothed, that they're washed, they are whatever. I couldn't depend on my younger siblings because they were too young. So it really became my responsibility as mom to look after them. We had our father, but he was an absent father. He was there, but he wasn't there, and you couldn't really go to him and talk to him because he wasn't that kind of person. He wasn't that kind of dad that you can go and sit and talk and ask questions.
Honestly, the reason why Uncle Harun is like that, I don't worry about the other brothers because mostly Uncle Harun is because of him. He really abused him. Abused him till the last. I don't think there was ever a child that was abused like that.
So, when my father is concerned, he was virtually non-existent. For him, it was just, he must look after his family, he must provide for his family. So, that whole role as a mother became my responsibility.
In a sekere ouderdom van 1989, ja, 1989, toen ontmoet ek weer 'n vrou, die naam van Dorin. Die vrou, naam van Dorin. En ek het toe wel lief geraak op haar. En met haar getroud. En sy het ingekom as die moeder van die huis.
So, from the 7 children that was in the house, only 2 remained. That was myself and my other brother. Stepmommy she didn't want to look after such a lot of children because she was used to her 3 children.
My dad, in some way, tried keeping the family together. But I think he somehow failed dismally at his attempts.
And we grew apart. Everyone in the house just grew apart from each other. Like, it's only the 3 sisters, us 3 sisters, that's still so close together.
The 2 of us were extremely close. We were constantly together. I honestly feel that no one loved me the way that she loved me. We had that bond. Wherever she was, I was. I realized I couldn't blame my dad and my mother for my grandmother's passing.
Today I understand it as my father being an absent father in our lives. He was there, but he wasn't really there. He sort of, those days for fathers, it was just important for them to provide for their family. So he, according to him, he did what was best for his family, provide for his family. So when he provided for his family, within him, he thought he did the best for them.
This journey, I believe this journey is not ending here because there's so much more I want to know. Wounds have been opened, I scratched open old scars, and because of that, it just opened my mind up to tell me that there is something more that I have to know about my family, because clearly what I know is not the whole story. And